Hmm?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me?
What if I told you a deaf little cat found her ears? Not in herself, but in the heart of a rescued street dog. That's the story of Bernie and Joey, a friendship so unlikely, yet so perfectly complete, it feels like destiny. She cannot hear birds singing or people calling her name, but watch her closely. Her gaze is always fixed on Joey, a large dog who seems to speak to her without words. One flick of his ear, one subtle shift of his body, and Bernie instantly knows what's happening around her. It's more than friendship. It's survival, trust, and love woven together. Bernie came into this world without sound, but Joey gave her something greater: safety, guidance, and a language only the two of them understand. Joey's story, though, began in darkness. As a puppy in Guatemala, he was emaciated, covered in sores, and terrified of everything. Children had thrown rocks at him, leaving him with not just scars on his body, but on his heart. At just 4 months old, he was rescued, his thin frame and fearful eyes carried to safety by a team that gives street dogs a second chance. Slowly, he healed. His fur grew back, his strength returned, but his fear, especially of children, remained. When he finally made it to the San Francisco Bay Area, he was still quiet, timid, always searching for a corner to hide in. But inside him lived something stronger, an extraordinary kindness. And that kindness revealed itself the day he met Bernie. I brought Joey with me when I went to see kittens, not knowing what to expect. I braced myself for fear or aggression, but instead, Joey bent his head low, curious and gentle, as if he understood this tiny life needed his protection. That's how Bernie came home with us. At first, Bernie seemed just independent and aloof. I didn't realize she was deaf, but after months of watching her, I noticed. She didn't respond to clapping, voices, or any sounds at all. She lived in a world of silence, and strangely, it felt as though Joey had known from the very beginning. Whenever someone entered the room, Joey's ears would twitch, and instantly, Bernie would turn her head, alerted by him. If a strange dog appeared in the distance, Joey would step in front of her, not with growls or barking, but with quiet determination, his body saying, "Don't worry." I've got you on walks. Joey learned to move at Bernie's pace. He turned back often to make sure she was keeping up. If danger lurked nearby, he was already between her and the world, a silent shield. And Bernie? She gave Joey something just as powerful. She gave him purpose. She showed him that he was not just a dog from the streets. He was her guardian, her anchor, her ears. Their bond didn't form overnight. It took patience, trust, and time. But now, years later, they are inseparable. They don't need to run wild to prove their love. You'll most often find them curled up together, Bernie's paw draped gently over Joey, both of them at peace. Joey is no longer the fearful street pup hiding in corners. He is confident, calm, and deeply loved. And Bernie, though she cannot hear, has never missed a single moment of life, because Joey has given her a voice in the world she cannot access alone. Looking at them, I realize something profound. Rescued animals carry extraordinary strength. They know how to heal, how to forgive, and above all, how to love more deeply than most of us can imagine. Bernie and Joey are living proof of that. And together they show us that sometimes the most beautiful friendships are born out of broken beginnings. If Bernie and Joey's story touched your heart, share it so others can see the power of love and second chances. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that prove rescue animals can change lives.